Hi Akshay, how are you doing?
How are you doing, man?
I'm also good. So your doctor told me that you got the shoulder dislocation and now
my doctor recommended your name, so it's
yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
can you sit here?
Yeah, sure.
So I'm your personal trainer.
Mm-hmm.
So I will tell you about your shoulder dislocation and then we will progress to the exercise. First of all, I will tell you about the anatomy of your shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Your shoulder has there are three bones that are that are in the injury that are involved in the injury. First is humerus, it's your arm bone, and it is attached to scapula.
Mm-hmm.
Scapula is attached to the glenoid, and glenoid is attached to the humerus.
Okay.
When your shoulder dislocate, your humerus got away from the glenoid,
Mm-hmm.
and it is anterior shoulder dislocation. That's why it is on the anterior side.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the bone involved in this is also clavicle. This is also called collarbone. And the mechanism of injury, it's of three types: first degree, second degree, and third degree. In the first degree, you experience a mild pain and mild swelling, and the second degree, you will experience intense pain and bruising and swelling. And the third degree that you got is complete dislocation. And in this condition, you could have felt intense pain, tingling, numbness, and to the extended to your arms and extended to your hand.
Mm-hmm.
And also now I will tell you about the kinematics of the joint
Mm-hmm.
and the range of motions. So this is called flexion when your arm goes up, and this is called extension. This is a abduction away from your body, and this is a adduction toward your body. Okay, so apart from this, shoulder also does internal shoulder rotation and external shoulder rotation. Okay, so I will tell you about the range of motions. In the flexion, the normal range of motion is 0 to 180 degree.
Mm-hmm.
So you can extend your arm to the 180 degree, and we will progress toward it because it is a normal range of motion. And extension, we will you can extend toward the 40 degree, and abduction is 180 degree. You can go all the way up, and adduction is only 50 degree. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so internal rotation is 80 degree and external rotation is 90 degree. These are the normal range of motions that we will progress toward in after the few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So now I will tell you about the exercise that you will do. You will do three exercises: first for the range of motion, and then for the strength, and then for the skill exercise. And I will tell you about the three exercises, and I will also demonstrate and let you perform the exercises that you will do by the next week. Okay, can you stand up?
Yeah. Sure.
So the first exercise is to strengthen your shoulder. You can have a light bar,
Yeah.
and just you have to flex your shoulders, having a bar in your hands.
Yeah.
Okay, and you have to stay here, and then you should go all the way down in the slow manner. So this would be the strength exercise. Can you show me?
Yeah, you should. I can't do like more. I can.
Yeah. Here, that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can move you can't move the shoulder all the way up because
Yeah.
of the injury.
Yeah.
So you can do like here. Okay. So to progress this exercise, you can use heavy weights, but not now. Like after 3 or 4 weeks, when your range of motion get stable. And then the second exercise for this is your range of motion exercise. This is called the stretching on your shoulder. We will do only one stretching. This is stretching for the shoulder flexor. For this, you have to stand in front of the wall, and your elbow should be close to your body, and you should push the wall by your fist, and then you should hold it for the 15 to 30 seconds. Okay, and you should repeat it for the 4 or 5 times. Can you demonstrate? Perform it.
Sure, like that.
Yeah, your
My
elbow
facing is on the wall, right?
Yeah, your elbow
So I
close
have to hold like
your
that.
elbow close to body. Yes.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's
Okay.
fine. Yeah, and you have to push it
Yeah.
for that 15 to 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you should repeat it 4 to 5 times.
Yeah.
If you want to do it in the light intensity, you should not push very harder at a very light, or do the 15 to 20 seconds. And when you are going to progress, then you can push harder, or you can even increase. You can add a resistance in front of it to progress the stretching. Okay. So the next exercise is for your agility training. I made this up, and I will show you this. For example, you have a ball in your hand, okay, and you are throwing this ball from one hand to another hand like this,
Yeah.
and from here to here, okay. You can progress it by doing it very fast or doing it by your eyes closed, okay, or using a heavy weight. Or when you want to like regress it, you can to modify this exercise you can use a light weight, or this will do your internal rotation and external rotation of your shoulder, and also train your skills and perceptive activities. So can you show me?
Okay.
Yeah,
Once
yeah.
goes there, right?
Yeah, not very hard. Okay, keep elbow close to your body.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's it, right?
yeah, that's great. So this would be the skill exercise,
Mhm.
and I will tell you about the more exercises in the next session. And now I'll tell you about the contraindications. Can you sit here? So the contraindications are the things that you can't do during the shoulder dislocation.
Yeah.
You cannot do this moment.
Yeah, I can do it.
When your elbow is straight to your shoulder at the 90 and your hand facing in the upright position. And for example, a normal life we do the high five with our
Yeah.
friends, or catch the ball or do anything. You should avoid this because this will only hurt your shoulder,
Yeah.
and it can inflammate your shoulder as like many times. So that would be all. This would be contraindications. So next week I will let you perform these exercises, and then we will progress to other exercises. Thank you for coming.
Thanks.
Okay.
Thanks for your. Thanks. I'll see you next week. Thanks.
See you next week.